Alright, so Vlogmas, another day. I'm in the ENT because I have an enlarged turbinate is what they call it, as well as deviated septum. So for the last month, I've been using Flonase to see if that will help with the enlarged turbinate. See if it works. We're gonna come, now a month later, they're gonna scope me out, see if it's helped a little bit. I don't know if it feels any different, but we'll figure it out. And go from there, hopefully, no surgery. There's two surgeries I could do. One where they shrink the turbinate things, and then the other one where they just fix the whole deviated septum stuff, but we'll figure it out, go by one. Look who's with me still. A road dog right there. What's up, people? So I started something, and I started it yesterday. I'm gonna finish it today because I didn't like how it fully turned out. Over the COVID-19 pandemic, everybody was home from school, so I took that time and actually painted the entire house. The walls used to be some flat agreeable gray, which is like a tannish grayish color from Sharon Williams. Instead, we went with this, still gray, but a little bit more of a gray. It looks kind of purple sometimes depending on the time of the day. And you know the Neals next door color is purple. Hence the front door being purple, all our shutters and stuff being purple, all logos, everything is, we're a purple family. But yeah, I painted this room, well pretty much painted everything. Probably took me about maybe 2 weeks to get it done. I did it while Shirell was home. Everybody was working from home. I was working from home, but I worked the night shift, so I pretty much just slept for a couple hours in the morning, did some paint in the afternoon, slept for a couple hours in the evening. Took about 2 weeks. It wasn't too bad. Hardest part was this foyer area because I'm afraid of heights. But I got as high up there as I possibly could. It's not perfect up there because I just used the extender pole and I just reached up there with a pole. I figure when I'm going to get somebody to come and actually paint the ceiling so that it's done properly. Because right now they painted the ceilings that same agreeable gray, so everything was painted at agreeable gray. When I get somebody to paint the ceilings, I'm going to have them touch up there as well and just hit the trim up there. But as I was sitting there, I realized maybe I can actually do some crown mold and get a little fancy, because, you know, we have crown mold in certain areas, like all the way up there. We also have this stuff over here, which I'm going to extend to this side of the wall when we actually get a new couch, because this is the couch we bought when we lived at the last house. So none of the furniture we actually bought for this house. So we're going through the process of doing that now. We just got the kids' bedroom sets. They won't be here for a couple weeks still. But we're just now getting furniture and stuff that actually fits this house. We've been here about, what, over a year now, going on 2 years. I think we closed in January of 2018. So yeah, no, 2019, January 2019 we closed. So we're about to hit that 2-year mark. So we're just now getting things in order, getting things ready. Shirell's been buying pictures and stuff like that, decorating. So, yeah. But yeah, now we're just at the process. Like I painted everything. So let me go to where my process is now. I started doing crown mold. Oh, I changed out the lights to floodlights all over the house. So I added this one here because it used to be a little dark. And I added, let's see, I added one up there also because it used to be that generic globe lights that used to be there, but painted that to bring in the copper. That looks good over there. Copper's up top there as well. That same terracotta color is on top of the cabinets. Looks a little different because I have my top cabinet lights on. I ran lights the other day, LED strip lights across the top that I can control with HomeKit, and they also stretch across the bottom. As you can see, they change different colors, but for the holiday season, we got like Cheryl turned to like a cool blue white so that when the lights are off, it reflects off the stuff that she has up there for Christmas really well. It looks really good at nighttime. You can't really see now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, that's our fridge. We bought that when we moved into this house. It was very interesting. Smart fridge, but we don't really use it too often. We used it before when we first got it. Cheryl used to use this list a lot, but she don't really use it as much anymore. But yeah, so I went around, painted everything. I changed that light up there to a floodlight also. Painted everything. I took out the alarm system that was mounted on the wall and mounted a ring alarm instead. Used the existing wiring. Now what I'm doing is going around and turning everything into smart switches. So every light down here has a smart switch. So if you see the little green little dots on them, they're all controlled by HomeKit. So every light downstairs is actually controlled by HomeKit. And so the lights that are not, I still have to order the ones for upstairs. But hey Siri, turn off kitchen lights. There we go.
Okay. The kitchen lights are on.
Hey Siri, turn back on kitchen lights.
Okay.
So,
kitchen lights are on.
I did that last week. I'm about maybe $240 in just lights. And HomeKit lights are a little bit more expensive than Google Assist, but we're an Apple family, so it was just a lot easier just to get HomeKit stuff because I have HomePods. We have about we have 3 different HomePods in the house. And we're about to get a couple more now that they released the mini so that every room has a HomePod. But yeah, the goal is in the next couple months, I'm working a couple more hours of overtime. It's about another $150-ish I have to spend in order to get all the lights upstairs connected to HomeKit. And then from there, we'll have completely controllable lights. I just ordered the garage kits so that we could open up both garage doors with HomeKit. So I'm ideally trying to make the home a smart home and just kind of make it custom to us. But we're working on it. It's a little bit of process, you know. The switches I used were actually really cheap. They're only 20 bucks. I was gonna go with Lumina, whatever the name is, but they were like $60 a switch. And that was starting to rack up really quickly. So what I did was I went on Amazon, did a research, and Neals, I think that's how they say it, actually has HomeKit switches for 20 bucks. The 3-way switches are like $22. The regular 1-way switches are 20 bucks. I just bought those. They work really well, easy connect. There's not too many bells and whistles with them, but they work. You know, I could add them to the HomeKit, add schedules and stuff like that. They're not dimmers. You could get the dimmers. I didn't like the dimmer switches. But overall, I like them. They work really well, and they're really affordable, so I can't really complain that way. But yeah, let me go back to what I was trying to do today, which is I added crown molding up there. You guys can see it? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Did this yesterday. So I wasn't too happy with it. Not because it didn't come out well. I just don't think it looks grand enough. These ceilings are fairly tall. So what I'm going to do is I bought another strip that I'm going to add to the bottom. I'm going to use a 2x4 in order to use, I'm going to use a 2x4 as a spacer, and I'm going to put a thinner strip, kind of looks like this, but a little bit more decorative a little bit, and I'm going to add it across the bottom to make it look like I did even more crown molding than I did, and then I'm going to come back and paint it. And my goal is I'm going to do the entire downstairs, and it's practice. I started off with a small area. It didn't cost a lot of money, probably maybe $100 of material. But that's also because I bought a box saw, which was $20. Oh, and I painted in here. What do you guys think about this color? Ooh, you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably knew this was already done. But I think it came out pretty good. And then the table I made. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Mr. DIY here, man. Doing my best. Let's go ahead and see how this is gonna look because I've been talking a long time already, and go from there. Oh, speaking of smart stuff, watch this. Hey Siri, turn on the Christmas tree.
Okay, the Christmas tree light is on.
Woo! That's cool, man. Alright, so that's going to be the strip right there. All I'm going to do is once I get them done, I'm going to paint in between it all white. I gotta caulk all the gaps. I already caulked the gaps of the top piece. I did that yesterday. But yeah, once it's all up there, I'm gonna paint it white in between. That way you guys can see what it looks like. I probably won't paint it white tonight, so today you're probably just gonna get to see it up there, and you guys will see it painted white sometime later this week. Well, unless maybe I might have time to run Home Depot. I mean Lowe's. No, Walmart. I get my trim paint from Walmart. They have a Glidden high performance paint, semi-gloss white that I use that works really well. But alright, there we go. Alright, so it is all up there now. You guys got a general idea of what it's going to look like so far. And I actually think I'm going to change this color wall to the same terracotta color in the kitchen and the bar area place. But yeah, that's what we're looking like now. Well, I don't know why I'm down there. We're up here. Caulked up all the edges, so cook went fine now. Alright, so the first coat is done already on the inside. Well, everything has post coat. We'll work it out. I'm gonna do maybe 2 more coats, but I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Looks fantastic to me. What I'm gonna do is actually change the color of that area to the same pink that's in here. So when you look, they're side by side. But yeah, we good. I think we'll do that. But I'll probably do that over the weekend. Probably not do that today. Alright, so finish the second coat. You guys will see the finished project probably in a couple days. Not today. With the second coat up. Let me know what you guys think. The only reason I'm painting it all over is because when I painted this, it was a batch of paint that was a little different color for some reason than the other batches of paint that I had. So I didn't think it was going to be an issue. So when I went to go touch up places, I realized that I was going to have to repaint the whole room anyway because the paint color is not the same. So yeah, work it out, but I think it looks good. Okay, so knowing me, I knew that if I didn't touch up the paint now, I wasn't going to touch it up for a couple weeks because I don't like to paint. And I tend to leave projects half done for a little while time so I don't burn out. Because if I find myself, if I do projects for too long, then I get tired and I start to make mistakes. So I kind of like pace myself a little bit. I was like, you know what? I already have the paint left over from when I did the dining room. I went to Lowe's to see if I could get more of the trim piece, this middle piece. Right there, but they didn't have any, so I gotta check at Home Depot. They see if they have that kind, or at least find out where the builder got it from. But I painted a room pink to match, so it's the same pink as that. So I figured it kind of brings a little cohesion in for when if you're standing on this side of the house, you can look over. It looks exactly the same. I'm still gonna paint it down the middle with the crown molding like this, the trim work. It's just I couldn't find that. It's probably going to take me a couple weeks or a month or so. I don't like to paint, so I'm probably going to pace myself and probably will do it. So I figured Sherelle asked me why did I just paint the whole thing now. I was like, you know what, I don't mind the double work because I know it's going to buy me some time to find things, and we got stuff happening pretty soon where people come to the house, so I don't want to look too crazy. But I'm done now. I already did the second coats. I'm doing a third one just to be on the safe side. But what do you guys think? I'm going to paint the ceiling white to match a nice. Normally I use a flat white, but I'm going to do a gloss white to help reflect the light a little bit better here. Since it is a small area and it just has that one light, to see if I can get more light in here. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I got to put the picture back on the wall. And we're okay. I think it came out pretty good. What do you guys think? Think so? Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching this Vlogmas episode. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Until next time, people, have a good one.